Let me tell somebody in this house today, it seems like it's been gone for a long time. Some of your dreams are in those dream books that it's been so long, but get ready. There's coming awakening. There's coming awakening. There's coming a shaking in the graveyard. There's coming a shaking in your spirit. But if you don't believe it, I ain't talking to you this morning, but I'm talking to somebody that's tired of the devil stealing from them.
You are in the manifestation of a fulfillment of the dream of a man of God. You are living in the right now. You are setting in a dream. You are setting in a vision. You are in pews that was in the man of God's mind. But you got dreams that God have planted in your spirit, and he wants you to get up, shake yourself, and say, hey, it's time to step into the fulfillment of the dream that God have given unto me.
God is looking for somebody he can speak to mouth to mouth. Moses had stepped out of what was custom. Moses had stepped out of what they considered comfortable. Moses had stepped out of a zone that they could identify with. I would not go to a church that didn't have a vision bigger than the former vision. I wouldn't get behind somebody that wasn't going to lead me somewhere higher than where I am right now. You listen to me. Sometimes God will speak to an individual that says, I want you to step out of the comfort zone. I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and I will speak unto him in a dream. But every time you have a vision, you have to wait around, seek, search, try to find, match up something in life to what you saw in the vision. And then you say, that's what God said. That's what it was. I'm glad I heard you say that, because that's exactly what I feel like God's saying when I had that dream. That's what it means. How many understand tonight that Jesus is the author and the finisher of your faith? He ain't got to finish your faith. He's already got your faith finished. All you got to do is walk in it. This building has been here for hundreds of years. All we are now, we're just walking in what God ordained hundreds of years ago.
But I come to tell the devil, I come to speak today. I come to speak the word of life. I come to tell you the best is still yet to come. I come to tell you that out of the famine is going to come a harvest. Some of you don't see your way clear. Hold on. God's getting ready to turn something around today. The flow is about to flow today. You know, I talked about it. Just let me stop right here to say it. God gave me a vision. The vision was last Sunday night. I laid down. When I laid down, I woke up in about an hour. And I could just feel that God wanted to talk to me. I got up and I began to pray. Walked into the living room and got on my knees and began to pray in the living room. As I was on my knees, I was laying across the couch on my knees. All of a sudden, I began to see a vision, and the vision was inside of the church. It was. For better terms, I will use the word gutter. It was a concrete gutter, and it had water in it. And I looked at the water, and it run to the edge of the walls, And in my vision, I remember saying, what is this water doing in this church? And where is the water coming from? Whoever designed this building should have put this on the outside, and they put it on the inside of the building. What's wrong with this? And I looked at it and tried to figure out and imagine, why was the gutter or the water channel inside of the building? The Spirit spoke to me, said, inside my house is the water, which is the type of the Spirit. And I said, okay, God, it is, but where's it coming from? And I started looking down, and it seemed like it was not moving whatsoever. It was just stagnated, and it was just going, just slowly moving by. And I looked over, and there was stuff inside of the gutter. There was stuff that was stopping the flow, and I just began to clean out some of the gutter and clean it out and clean it out. And it seemed like the more I would clean it out, the faster the water would flow. It began to flow so much, and it moved out of this building into the other building, over into the classrooms, and the water began to go down the hallways into the classroom, and the Spirit began to speak something to me. If my people will just clean out the gutter, the water's already in the house, and the water will flow. But what God is looking for me and you to get to the place, oh, we want the money, we want the job, we want the position, we want the honor, we want the name, but it's going to be His name. We need to get in our lives and clean out junk in our lives, get the sin out of our lives. If we don't stand together in faith, our inheritance and our heritage, which is our children, mine today, yours tomorrow. If we don't get our faith together and begin to say what God says, my kids today, your kids tomorrow. If you don't get some faith, your kids today and my kids tomorrow. If you don't get a hold of God, your kids on drugs, your kids in rebellion, your kids in sin, and your kids in drugs, and your kids in prison, and your kids in the graveyard, yours today and mine tomorrow. And you wonder why you don't have any peace. I tell you why you don't have any peace. You decided to get away from the cross and to get out here all by yourself, and I want to be in the spotlight. Can you see me now? I don't care about the spotlight, but I want the spotlight to be on the cross. Let me be hid behind the cross. If you come to church and you never see who I am, as long as you see the cross, if you never understand who I am and never have a personal relationship with me, that is fine. Let me be hid behind the cross. But let somebody see the cross when they leave the church, because the cross will bring hope and Savior to us. God is about to do something. You can look at the negative or you can look at the positive. I decided I believe God that God's about to turn some things around. And some of you just need to remember us. Remember me when you get up there. Remember me when you get in that position. You say, what is it? The thief on the cross. He told Jesus, remember me. I'm telling some of you right now that God is about to promote some of you higher than you've ever had. And somebody say, well, Pastor, you don't know my abilities. I don't care about your abilities. I care about your relationship. Who are you and related to? Because most jobs are not given to you because of what you know. It's who you know, and you have somebody to give you the right reference. And today God is about to give you the favor that only God can place upon your life. The battle's being fought right now for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. Right now, the devil's trying to mess up you so that you will not stand fast. The devil just don't want you. He already discouraged you. You already sat down and quit. What he's after, well, he's already got my kids. He's working on my grandkids. That's why I'm rolling up my sleeve and I'm saying, devil, you get back to hell where you're supposed to belong. I'm going to get up under the cross. And when I find myself up under the cross, I'm going to find me some help. My help is because the blood of Christ run down Calvary. My help is found up under the cross. You can go to the covenant and say, I want another bailout. I'm going to go to Christ and say another lift up, because a lift up is better than a bailout.